I was just saying to Jay before, how does one hold so much liquid?
I don't know how some people can. Like, I think it's all about your metabolism and shit like that. So, like, if you have good metabolism, you pee, like, more regularly.
Oh, okay.
That's what it's about. That's why people don't hold water weight.
Yeah, right. Well, that makes sense for Dad as well.
Oh,
Dad pees a lot, and Dad's metabolism is like...
So people that pee all the time, obviously getting out everything that comes through, like everything's getting filtered out. Same as if you go to the bathroom.
What's the point of drinking any water whatsoever?
That's why people drink a lot of water. They start to increase their metabolism. That's why people that drink a lot of water start to lose weight.
Yeah, right. Dad doesn't drink a lot of water though.
No.
Dad's like, if you legit offer Dad a glass of water, and he's like, do you know what fish do in water?
Oh.
They pee. It has nothing to do with water. But he's like, I don't drink water because I know what fish do in it.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
That's an excuse.
I love that for you though.
So the way that he hydrates himself is Powerade.
Oh, I mean electrolytes.
Yeah, he drinks a shit ton of Powerade, but won't drink water. Yeah.
A couple beers.
He doesn't drink that much these days.
Yeah, maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Wow, damn. There you go. That's interesting.
Well,
starting off with a nice little introduction health lesson and an introduction to Brooke's dad's metabolism.
Yeah.
It's getting better and better as season 3 starts.
Yes, season 3. How exciting! And we are not intoxicated.
No, we were gonna do it, but if you had seen what we looked like, we got back here at 6. What was it? Like 6:30, 7?
Well, we dropped off at 5:30, and then we got back. We would have been here at least by 7.
Yeah. We put Kaylee to bed. She did very well to actually get home. To be honest.
Yeah, she passed out in the car.
What a day. Can I just say successful
It was a big day.
I was saying that I broke my handbag and I bent my sunglasses
headbutting me. Because the boat was rocking so much.
We were dancing.
And she was like, hang on a minute.
The glasses like this. And I put them on and was like, whoopsie.
But successful day from us.
Somehow we all were okay. No one got hurt. No one
got hurt.
We got really sick though.
Yeah. Kaylee and Jade.
Jade held out for a while until
I think I drank the most out of everyone.
You did. And then it was Kay.
Yeah. And then I came out of nowhere and she couldn't.
I don't know how that was literally when you guys were like standing at the restaurant and she vomited. I looked at Brooke and I was like, where'd that come from?
Yeah, it was so random. I didn't even
get in the restaurant trying to eat their dinner.
I was like, you guys really shouldn't do that.
We were walking past and I was like, there's a lot of people there. There's a lot of people.
I don't know how someone didn't come up to you and be like, what the fuck are you doing?
What's going on?
And I hear them going, oh, just get it all out now.
You were just holding down. I was like, well, I shouldn't do that there.
Get in the Uber. I was like, I can't do it in the Uber. You gotta do it like now.
Luckily, she held down the Uber as well. Because as soon as she got back, she vomited again.
And she was like, where are you guys going?
I know. Brooke had literally left the building and you were like walking out and Kay's like, where are you going? I was like, oh fuck.
I had to try and talk to the Uber driver. I was like, I've got friends coming. He's like, no, it's okay. Do you want me to drive? He was so lovely. He's like, do you want to drive down and I'll come
he was a better Uber driver than the first
one.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
That was bullshit. She cooked in that car.
And I was trying to make conversation with him. I was like, oh, like, what time did you start? He's like, 4 o'clock. And I was like,
oh, that's
coming.
how you knew that.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. So I was trying to talk to him. I was like, is this like, how long are you working for? And he goes, nah, this is my last one. And I was like, oh, that's good. Like,
4 a.m.
He started at 4 a.m.
That's fine.
And he picked us up at what, like 7?
Wow, that's a big
7:30?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was a big day. Shout out to the Uber drivers who do big days like that.
Well done. But to the ones that don't listen and don't turn on the aircon, can you just snap out of it?
Yeah.
I don't know if he was just rude or selective hearing or like what was that?
I think he was just trying to tune us out, to be honest.
But
like seriously, if someone asked you to put the aircon on because you're low key dying in the back.
Which I was like, you don't have the AirPod in, like you didn't have anything in to not hear me. I was like right in his ear as well. Like, you have a mask on.
And he just said nothing.
And I was like,
okay, we'll just open up the windows. Thanks.
I was like,
okay. He didn't say anything about that though.
Anyways, welcome to season 3. It's 5 minutes in, and we do that every time. Obviously, you can hear another voice and you can see another person, and we have Jade here with us.
Finally!
I feel so famous.
We've spoken about it so many times.
And it's just like, I'm honestly no one.
She was saying that to me. She was like, when we called Jade to initially like organise it, she was like, you got me on your podcast.
I was like, what? No way.
And then what you said the other night to me, you were just like, well, you guys bring me up all the time and I just feel so special.
I do. I don't like. I mean, it's funny because you're like, Jade's got some stories, and I'm just like,
No, you definitely do.
I do, but like I've only slept with like 12 people
Oh
my
God.
whole life, but I've had some wild things.
Yeah, 12
happen.
people. God, that's a good
That's
ratio of like
pretty
shit
solid.
happening.
There's been some crazy things happen during that time.
Damn.
Mm.
Right.
Still got stories.
Yeah. You just have the best. I think it's a lot like Sophia and Bex. Like, you just have some crazy shit happen.
Yeah, literally, like things that you
It's
just
like
don't.
out of a movie.
Yeah.
There was one experience that I had that I definitely thought, I was like, am I being filmed?
You
Is
wish
this
you
a
were,
movie?
mate. It would be pretty funny.
Oh, I couldn't believe it. Anyway, we'll get into that.
So first off, we're just going to start off about, like, just introduce yourself, tell us a bit about yourself. Obviously, the last guest we had did not tell us shit about himself, which is funny.
Yeah, he went
Or how
straight,
he
he
knew
went
us,
straight into his career. And I was like, yes, I get that you're on
Where you
here
from,
for that,
man?
but come on, Ash,
Driven
like,
by- yeah.
Literally. So, yeah, just tell us, start from the start, tell us everything, where you're from, how you know, obviously, Brooke, everything like that.
Well, I've known Brooke for literally my whole life. Like, I was at the hospital when you were born. We're like, 3.5 months apart.
Yeah.
So I live on the Central Coast, and I've lived on the Central Coast forever, pretty much, apart from my brief stint in Port Macquarie. And yeah, our parents, well, your mum and my mum were best friends. Actually, your mum knew my dad first.
Before,
Yeah, so I don't know, it's a family affair. We've just known each other for a really long time. Our parents know each other for a really long time, so we're just family friends. And yeah, we've just grown up our whole lives together. Obviously now that we're a bit older, we don't spend as much time as we'd probably like to, but just busy with work and things like that. And then meeting Carissa on your birthday. Yeah, that was so much fun. We went on the Glass Island. That was so fun. Another time we got so drunk.
On a boat.
We just love our boat parties,
And then we
honestly.
went to where did we go? We went to Home Bar, didn't we?
We went to Home Bar,
God.
we had a brief stopover at a restaurant. I think it
Where
was
we ate.
Bangor.
No, did we walk
It was
all the way to
Bangaroo.
McDonald's?
No.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
We ended up. So we went into the first restaurant. Yeah, we went into
Oh,
the
we got
first
kicked
restaurant.
out.
We got kicked out because they were like, how many drinks have you had?
Oh,
Yeah,
that was my
I
fault.
remember that. We had some food and then you did something and then they were like, oh.
Yeah. So
It
we
was
ended
because
up
when we were
leaving.
entering, he asked me how many drinks I've had, and or something happened to when we were first coming in.
Because
he said
it was
it'd be a
us
better
two
drink
in
than water.
Cairn.
And
Yeah. Yeah, he commented on
Yeah.
how drunk we
We
looked.
looked, which we were. And I
We
don't
were
know where we were.
very
I was
drunk.
ready to fight. I was like, I'm not drunk.
And we all sat down, had some food.
Yeah,
I remember that. We were all sitting there like, oh, not good. But then Home Bar didn't open until 8.
I don't know what we did.
So we walked
to
to Macca's on the other side of Darling Harbour. And then we walked around the shopping centre for a little bit, and then we went into Home
waited.
to
We
open.
literally got there when it opened.
Yeah, we did. We were one of the first people in.
And we paid $30.
$30.
Oh, that was
entry.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it was kind of gross.
That was really good.
But that was good.
And anyway, that's pretty much sums up my relationship with Brooke. We're like more like family. Like I guess I would get we're at a point now where just
Mum and Dad called Jade their second daughter. So
yeah,
that's
I'm pretty
how
close
we are.
with your mum and dad and you.
Yeah.
And your extended family as well. But yeah, and more about me. I'm like the opposite to Brooke in almost every way. I have 3 brothers. I'm not an only child.
Yeah. It's the same as Ricky. Ricky's got siblings as well.
Yeah, 3 brothers. I'm more like a boy than he is. I don't have like the lashes or anything. Like couldn't think of anything worse. But yeah, we're like very similar. Like we have the same dance moves, but in every other way we're the opposite. But yeah, I mean, I don't really like my job isn't anything crazy. I'm not going to go into careers or anything like that. But I'm just living my life.
Yeah,
That's it. Yeah, trying to get through it.
You're obviously actually probably the first person we've brought on that's in a relationship, I think.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, Lorenzo was in a
Oh,
relationship.
that's right.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
is he still with it?
But yes,
I
yes,
forgot
he's still no. Sorry. No, yes, he is.
We have so much praise to you.
He's he's still.
Okay,
Okay,
so female.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Lorenzo
so-
as well.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Lorenzo's, Jade met Lorenzo
That was
on
that
the night. So
story
you know how we were
that we
talking
talked
about
about
him
the
going to the
bus.
bus? Jade was with me and we got off at Queenscliff because I was like, Jade, I'm not staying on this bus.
And I
Get
never
me off.
second that because this, I will still remember it, like the vomit was like running down.
Coming down the bus.
And I looked at Brooke and I said, do you want to get off? And she goes, yes.
Yes.
And we literally ran off the bus.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
Bless. And like I'm pretty sure, like I said, we were in boots as well
Yeah.
that night, so we walked a
Bless.
long way.
Where did we go to Pontoon?
No, we were in Manly. We got off at Queenscliff and we walked to Ivanhoe.
For some reason I thought, oh, that's actually right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like that.
There you
And
go.
that's it, I think.
Yeah, right. Okay, well then how long have you been with your partner?
Well, about a year. This
Officially.
time.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about you
We
and Cam.
have dated before, and I'd say dated loosely. So we were like seeing each other years ago. I think I was like 19 or 20. And we actually knew each other, like we met when I was like 13 or 14 through just like a mutual friend.
Mhm.
So we've known each other for like a really long time. And then when I moved back to the Central Coast from Port Macquarie, and maybe it was like 6 months after I'd been back officially or something like that, maybe even a year. And he reached out to me and asked me out on a date through Snapchat.
Oh no.
That's how long ago. That's how long ago.
No.
That's wrong.
That's how long ago it was, though.
What a shithead. I didn't know that he did. Oh.
I'm pretty sure it was through Snapchat. I might be throwing him under the bus, might not be, but like I'm
We'll
from
just say
memory.
that,
I'm
that's
pretty sure
better.
that's what it was. And then we went on a date, and then we were like seeing each other from then for like 5-6 months, and then he moved to Canada for 2 years. So
Whoa. Damn.
I did go and visit him in Canada while he was over there, but I think we were definitely just on different paths, and it just didn't work at that time. And I think when he was eventually coming home for good, we were still like chatting throughout the whole 2-year period. And then I just decided one day that I didn't want to be with him. And he was traveling through South America, and I sent him a message or like called him or something, and I was like, Lucas, I don't think that I want to be with you and things like that. It was just not working out for me in that way.
So I don't
anymore.
think you knew, did you know that he was coming home?
Yeah, I knew he was coming home
Yeah.
eventually, but he'd done all this traveling, and then I
Yeah.
met my ex, and
Yeah, okay.
Lots going on.
Yeah.
I thought that he was like great,
Oh, beautiful.
but he wasn't. But yeah, and then it just ended that way, and apparently he was pretty cut.
Upset.
Yeah,
He
fair.
told me
Very
when
fair.
we got back together a year ago that he actually cried.
Oh,
Little muffin.
I was like, well, you never told me how like you felt about me.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were gonna cry.
Yeah,
Because you're all
of course.
shit at that.
Yeah. And I was
Right.
like, this guy doesn't like me. He's not gonna care that I don't want to be with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I was with my ex for 3 years. So like basically he got home, I was with this guy, and then we broke up last October, I think. 3 weeks later, I see Cameron, boom, back on.
Wow.
Love that. Love
Not that I intended that to happen. I really wanted to go through a bit of a hoe phase.
Yeah,
I wasn't ready.
At
Yeah.
all.
But then like we saw each other, and then that was it. We took our opportunity.
Wow.
And here we are, living together a year later.
Damn, and it took him a little bit of time to ask you out.
It
believe,
did.
which shocked a lot of people at Brooke's birthday.
He just like wanted to make it like a special moment. Like he didn't want to just ask me out like on a Wednesday night
Yeah.
or whatever.
Okay.
Like he wanted it to be like memorable for some reason.
I think it's because it was a long time coming. Like,
Yeah.
It was kind of
Well,
like,
his last relationship, like proper relationship, was when he was like quite young, like
Yeah,
18
right.
or something.
Okay.
So, and I think he got quite heartbroken, like in the
Yeah.
past. So I think this time he was like trying to make sure it was going to be serious,
Yeah.
which is fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, then he finally asked me out on the jump rock,
Oh.
and then I jumped on, broke my tailbone.
Beautiful story. Romantic.
I was like crying because it was so high, and he was like, "Will you be my girlfriend?" I was like, "What are you doing here? I'm gonna die."
Terrible timing.
Oh, I'm not dead though, so.
Wow.
no, you just got a sore
Just-
tailbone again.
And a boyfriend.
And a boyfriend.
So
That's
you
right.
gained something and then you just, your
Yeah.
tailbone just still never hit.
Yes, it did
That's
take me for a
alright.
second time. Mm.
Yeah,
But
beautiful.
yeah, that's our story.
Nice.
Yeah, there's not really much more to add to that yet. watch this space.
Yeah. She's going to come back in like a couple of time and go, I'm pregnant.
Oh, damn.
It's all could be. We're expecting, or he proposed, or something like
There's
that.
no real plan. We know that we want to do that, but just don't know when that will happen. Hopefully we'll get financially stable.
Yeah. Look, as long as you're the one that says it and not this one, I think I'll
Yeah, I know.
If she comes out and says the same shit, I'm like, hang on.
She will not. If
Fuck no.
She will
Fingers
not.
crossed.
I hope not.
I
hope not
Fingers
either.
crossed. Right, okay, well that's exciting.
I know. Because when you were first broke up with your ex, like your
Daniel, my first
so
one.
I can mention that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So it was when you
mentioned.
first broke up with Daniel, I was single. We were 18, 19.
Yes.
How old were we?
We were 18 because I broke up with Daniel in August of my 18th birthday. So I turned 18 in the March, and then I broke up with him in August. So we were fresh 18.
So I was nearly 19.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, sweet, like we're gonna go out and party and have such a good time. And then like 2 months later, she was with some other guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, go by myself again. I was like single for 4 years.
Yeah, when I was with Daniel, because I would see Daniel every other weekend, I was with you every other weekend as well, but obviously like couldn't do anything because I was in a relationship.
Well, I remember you just
the minute I was single, I'm pretty sure you were over every weekend.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I caught the train down every weekend and we went out every weekend.
Yeah.
Or did something every weekend.
Yeah.
Just trying to live it up. But that was the one time I got to see her come out of her shell, and then she was in a relationship.
Well, I wasn't in a relationship, I was just seeing someone.
And
then ended up
interested.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And then she was gone again for 6 years.
And then
6
years passed and you're like shit.
And then
And now I'm in a relationship.
And now you're in a relationship
and
it's just poor timing.
Yeah, but that's okay. So off that, your 4 years of being single, how did you find that? Because one, you were quite young.
I was young.
So how did you find that? Did you feel like that was enough of a hoe stage, or did you just not?
No, I was like still in the mindset where I was like, I don't want to just sleep with anyone or everyone or anything like that. Because when you're young, you're kind of like a little bit more like sensitive or cautious about who you sleep with, I feel.
Yeah.
Like, whereas like this time when I broke up with my ex, I was like, fuck that. Like,
let's go.
Yeah. What I want. And then, but I still had like, even though I don't have many sexual partners, like, I had the weirdest things happen to me. Like, there was a time, so one of my more memorable times where I was like, what the fuck? And I'll never forget it, was that I was out with like a bunch of my friends from like who I worked with at the time, so workmates, and one of them had just broken up with his girlfriend recently, and like he was like hot. I was like, oh, like he was always like the kind of like good looking guy. We got along as friends and stuff, and I was like, this is my opportunity to have something that's like no strings attached, perfect opportunity. We hang out in a group setting. If we want to go home together, we can.
Yeah.
I was like, this is like an ideal opportunity. So he'd broken up with his girlfriend for maybe like 2 weeks. Anyway.
It's alright. Happens to the best of us. Happens to all of us.
That's a long time.
And so
That's a long time.
So one night we hooked up, and then we decided to go home together, and we did, and we slept together, and then we were like just like done, went like ready to go to sleep, and then his bedroom door opened, and then I was like facing against of the wall, the door was over there, and I was just like, oh my god, and I just hear her say, what the fuck? And then she walks out again, and then we both sit up and we look at each other, and he turns the light on, and I look at him, and I was like, oh my god, I put like the blanket up over my head.
Oh my god,
I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh my god. And she burst through the door again while the blanket's up over my head.
Wait, so she walked out, then she came back?
Yeah, she must have walked out and then like just had like a rush of thought or like whatever. No, this is why. I had the blanket up over my head because I was just like ashamed or like embarrassed or something.
You don't know what the fuck's happening.
Like, what's going on? I wasn't hiding from her, but as she walked, I was coming and I looked like I was hiding. And she goes, who the fuck is she? She rips the blanket off, I'm fucking naked. And then she looks at me because we knew each other.
Oh no.
Like we weren't friends, but like
we knew obviously.
Yeah. So in my, I apologise for that, it was probably bad on my part, but she looks at me and she goes, are you fucking kidding? And then I was like, I'm about to get whooped and I'm naked. I was like, damn, this is embarrassing.
Yeah.
luckily she just like stormed out and like stormed straight into like his brother's room and like she was like crying and screaming and like all this shit. And then he looks at me and he goes, I'm calling you an Uber right now. I was like, yeah, and I got changed and I just snuck, ran out of the house, ran down the driveway and waited for the Uber at the front. And I was just like, apparently what had happened is that they'd broken up, but she still thought, they were meant to hang out that night. And they were still talking, but to me, he was like, no, like, I don't want to be with her, like, blah, blah, blah. But of course, that's what happens. Like, the guy will tell you what you want to hear. Or like, just like, whatever.
Yeah,
and maybe he was unsure, but I think what he was telling her was completely different because they ended up getting back together.
Oh, shit. What?
After that.
Oh my god.
And they dated for like another...
They're not together now, right?
No,
Okay.
she's actually on the other team now.
Hey!
Thank God.
Maybe you changed her.
Yeah.
And when she saw your boobs, she was like,
but good for her.
Share.
Yeah,
Like, I
that's
do
literally-
feel awful. We ended up having to like
oh,
sit down. I ended up having to sit down and chat with her about the whole situation.
Oh my god, why?
She saw me out and she was like, I need to talk to you. And I was like, I'm getting walked.
Oh, damn. It's happening now. Now it's happening. I got clothes on.
But
Let's go.
no,
I'm alright now.
ended up just having a conversation. I said, I apologize. Like, it was definitely me who initiated it. And it was never like I was like preying on him in this moment, but the opportunity presented itself and I thought, fuck yeah, like, why not?
Yeah.
Oh my god, what did she say?
And she said, the girl code.
Oh, hang
I was
on.
like,
Hang on, but
Is
you
it
weren't even
though?
friends.
And you also
we were
were
friendly, but she wasn't my friend, he was my friend.
But if you were under the impression of something else, like I don't.
Oh yeah,
Well,
I didn't have the heart to say to her.
Oh, you didn't tell her.
He didn't. He told
And
me.
this is what he said.
I just said
Oh.
I didn't know that you guys were still talking. I didn't say he told me that he.
Okay, well at least she copped it. Probably helped her feel better about
I hope
herself.
that she doesn't listen to this, but if she does, I'm really sorry.
I mean,
in the
she's
past
battling
now.
for the other team. I think she's alright.
She's
I think
really
she's
now.
10 times better off now. She looks very happy.
Good on you.
Yeah.
But like, I feel, yeah, that's crazy.
But that's one of the craziest things that ever happened to me. Like, that was the time I was like, is this a movie?
Yeah, you should have made
Where
it.
are the cameras?
God. I'd shit myself.
She
I'd
just
probably
ripped-
cry. I'd sit there and go,
I just kissed myself laughing.
But like, when I heard the door open up again, I was like,
I like it looked like I cried.
I was like, oh my god. And then the blanket just ripped off and I looked at her and I was like,
Hi.
Oh my boobs.
Is it like the situation? Did it feel like the situation of like, you know, a parent walking in on you, or did it feel even worse?
even worse.
Yeah, it would have.
Even worse.
I
With
would
the
rather
parents
see
who were like, would have been
someone's
like, oh my god, mom, get out. But like, with
With
this,
her,
you
you're
like,
like-
I was just in shame. I was like,
Fuck, I'm gonna go watch.
I thought she was gonna bash you.
I mean, I feel like if they were still together, if I was her, I would have gone at her. But
In her,
I feel like
if
she
I were
probably
in her
was like, fuck,
shoes-
what do I do?
Yeah.
What can I do?
Mm.
Physically, I should not hit you.
No.
It's
But
not
she was
actually my boyfriend.
fucking fuming. I was like, damn. Anyway, that was a crazy thing that happened to me.
Wow,
That's the craziest thing that happened
that's impressive.
to me.
That's funny.
Isn't it? I can look
Now
back at
it
it
is.
now.
You can laugh at it
I
now.
crack up when I think about it. But
It'd be
like,
funny, like leaving the Uber, be like,
What the fuck?
What?
was
in
happening?
the Uber, the
Depends.
Uber driver was like, how's your night? I was like, yep, good.
I just might wreck someone.
Yeah, but
Technically not, but
unintentionally,
still.
yeah. Well, they ended up getting back together, so they worked it out.
I'll put that not
And
together.
then we weren't allowed to be friends anymore, but that's fine.
I can see that.
But if I see him now, like every now and then, we just have a little giggle, like, remember that time?
You're just like, I'm traumatized.
So make sure you ask me
PTSD.
questions. From now on, ask questions before you go anywhere with anyone.
Oh, boys, I feel like boys do that. They do that. They leave out the key information or they lead a girl on. Like, it's so fucking common.
Oh, I
For this
feel
to
like,
happen.
I just feel like he just didn't know what to even say. Like, I think he was genuinely shocked that, like, I hooked up with him in the first place.
Was he shocked that she was there?
Yeah. Well, funnily enough, she was calling him right when we were like back at his house, and I said to him, I was like, you can answer that if you want. Like, it's not.
You should.
I was like, she's calling you.
You
like,
should, just in case.
I was like, this is not like a thing. Like, it's
Yeah, like if she's
Yeah,
calling you,
they
she's
can.
calling you for a fucking reason.
yeah. I was like, I kind of was like, maybe there's like emergency or something.
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that. And
Oh,
then
damn.
he chose to ignore the call.
Sorry guys, the wind's just fucking blowing a gale over there.
It's so
Jesus Christ.
windy. Oh, the ferry's gonna be fun.
Oh god.
Anyway.
Yeah, right. That's a good one.
So how did that? Because you guys were working together.
Oh.
So how was that when you guys went back to work? Like,
was she working there as well?
Well, no.
Oh, thank God.
He was in the kitchen and I was like out waitressing, so we hardly really got to see each other.
Okay.
You know, it was fine really between us. I was kind of like, oh, it's a bit of a shit situation, but
Yeah.
we kind of like put our differences aside and just were like, you know, obviously it's never going to happen again because it just caused so much drama, but like I never intended to hurt anyone or anything. And he was like saying he was just like his intentions weren't to hurt anyone, but we just tried, like we just kept it pretty civil, and like we're still like friendly still to this day. Like if I see him like out or say
Yeah, right.
but so annoyed. It was a perfect opportunity to have like a
shit.
casual
Universe
thing
was
going.
just like, nah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, he really I've had that a lot happen to me.
Yeah,
To be honest.
it happens. And you're like, oh, this is gonna be good for me. Fuck no,
Oh.
it's not.
And then like another like sort of like funny story that I had was like I was in Port Macquarie at the time for one of Michelle's birthdays. This was years ago. And there was this guy that I went to primary school with, and I always like had the hots for him. And we saw him out, and we ended up hooking up like at the club, and I went home with him. And like we did the deed, everything was fine. But then we went to fall asleep, and he was like snoring so loud.
Oh, we know how we feel about snoring.
I was like, I literally can't sleep. And then I just
legit mood.
I got up, got my stuff, and left. And then I got out the front, and I realized I didn't fucking pick my shoes up.
Oh no.
And I'd already like left the house, couldn't get back in. It was already locked.
Oh shit.
And I was like, fuck, I'm gonna have to explain myself. Like,
sorry, I left and I left my shoes.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
now
have
you
to
know.
like I ended up getting an Uber back to Michelle's house, and they were all asleep in the house. I couldn't get in the house for ages.
Oh no.
I was calling someone's phone. Their phone was hooked up to the speaker, and still they didn't wake up. I was like,
okay.
fuck. I was like banging on the door, and eventually I got let in and slept on the lounge. And then in the morning, he like messaged me. He was like, "Hey, did you like leave?"
No,
I was like,
I died.
I was like, "Look, I'll be honest with you. I couldn't sleep because he was snoring so loud. I just had to leave." And he goes, "Oh, okay. Well, you left your shoes here." And I was like, "Yeah, I know."
I'm so
Did you
sorry.
get him back?
Yeah, he came and took me to breakfast the next day.
Oh.
So that was nice, but I was
Stop
so
it.
hungover and scat brain and like.
Yeah, but
I
once
looked like
they
shit. Yeah.
once they saw that, there's just no going back.
I've
Like, you
done that
just
a
can't.
couple of times where they've like, if we've gone to doze off and they've started snoring, I'm like, oh, I'm fucking out. Like I had one of my situations. He was just like, I was like trying to get up and be quiet because I kind of obviously knew my way out, and he was like, "Where are you going?" And I was like, I can't sleep. I'm sorry. I need to leave.
Yeah, it's not fun, and like you're just laying there awake.
It's so much worse when it's in your own fucking bed.
I was trying to say
you can't go. You
Yeah.
have to sleep on the fucking couch, and you can still hear the.
Triggered. That big red button.
Wow.
Yeah, no, snoring is a big red flag. It's kind
It's
of
a
like
massive
your.
red flag.
Do you know what's
your-
funny though? I snore.
I don't think you're that bad though.
Sometimes it just depends on like I think.
I
Yeah.
find it too. Yeah, like if
Well,
I'm locked up, if I'm sick, I can snore.
Cameron has recorded me snoring, and he like played it to me. I said, "Stop that right now."
Stop that right now.
I don't want to hear it, but apparently I'm quite a bad snorer at times as well, so I can't
I was
be.
gonna say we've slept in the same. You
I
might
never
have
used
like
to
the smallest, like the smallest. Yeah,
Oh, God.
but that's like doable. Like it just doesn't.
No, this was a full snore. It was a bad snore. I was
It
like,
could, it could happen to people like
Yeah.
randomly. I think if you're sick or like you're on your back, like shit like that.
yeah, I don't know why it happens, but it happens, and he's like, "You fucking wouldn't shut up." I was like, "Oh, now that's what it feels like."
Yeah.
Mm.
But I mean, snoring. I've heard a story of one of my friends. She slept with this guy, and she was in like dead sleeping, and it was like 2 a.m. and he just wakes up screaming his head off, and she's full just like,
What the fuck's going
what's
on?
going on? And then he obviously he's still asleep when he's doing this,
Oh.
and she's like, oh my fucking god, like
Oh, so
something's
he was
happening. He was
asleep.
asleep.
He was having a
And she
dream.
was trying to shake him, and he starts like freaking out. And he wakes up, and he's full just like, he was the nicest guy ever, and he's full like, are you okay? And she was like,
Oh
I'm
my God.
fine. It just happened. He's like,
Cameron does that.
and he goes, oh, I have night terrors. And she's like, oh. I didn't want to
Tell me that before I fell asleep.
Like,
Just so I was
can you
prepared.
imagine? Like someone just wakes up and
No,
screaming
Cameron doesn't
their head
have
up.
night terrors, but he like talks in his sleep a lot.
I do that.
And the other day, a week ago or whatever, I'll come home from night shift when I was on night shift. I closed the front door and I hear him just go, "Be careful."
Oh.
And I was like, "Be careful of what?" And he goes, "The birds." And I was like, "Okay."
Oh, it
Imagine
doesn't
Cam
make
doing that too.
And then I thought he was awake, so I like sort of leant over to give him a kiss hello. And then he goes, "Be careful!" I was like, "Of what?"
The birds.
The birds. I said, "What birds?" I said, "Where?"
Cameron, what the fuck are you talking
I said,
about?
"Where?" And he goes, "Under the pillow." And I looked up the pillow and it was like, "There's nothing there."
Oh,
Could you
no.
imagine dumb you
His eyes
feeling
were-
like,
Yeah, literally like,
what?
His eyes were wide awake. Like,
Yeah,
he was looking
it
at me. He
happens.
was like, "Be careful." I was like, "Oh."
Yeah.
I was like,
It's
I just
happening.
go, "Sorry."
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, it's
And then he
fun.
goes, "Yeah, they're individually wrapped." I was like, "Okay, sassy little
It doesn't make any sense. Like, I've done it before where my ex has told me about it. I sat up. Legit sat up. Eyes wide open. He's laying down.
Scary.
I've just sat up and I've literally just turned my head and just looked at him. And then
No,
turned
you're
back down.
free.
And
Don't
then-
lay
I've
down.
never
He
seen
would
it.
fucking shit himself.
He was
He
literally
would
like,
shit
he woke up
himself.
next morning, he's like, "What happened?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Do you remember doing that?" I was like, "No."
He would have thought that you were
They don't
possessed or
remember.
something.
I said this, I was like, "If you ever fucking do that to me, I'll fucking kick you."
Yeah. If
Yeah.
something happened
I
like
just
that.
go along with it.
How
Like,
much is that?
he just has full. I have a full conversation.
Yeah,
He'll be like,
you can.
"Yeah, damn, he goes, look at that backyard." I'm like, "Where?" Pointing to the ceiling in bed. There. And I'm just like, "It's a freaking sick backyard. Go back to sleep."
It's because you've gotten to the point where you're like,
Yeah.
they're there.
The first time we
imagine
ever did it years and years ago when we were like versing each other, one night he just yells out, "Snake!" And I was like, "It's all good, there's no snake." And then I was like, "Go back to sleep, it's all good." And I laid there, I was like, "What the fuck, what if there's a snake?"
What if
he said?
I couldn't get back to sleep. I was like, I'm scared of snake.
Oh no.
But he's funny. He doesn't know.
Tristan used to do that sometimes too. Like he'd talk in his sleep. It was
It's
very
crazy,
rare though. And I'd be
yeah.
like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
he used to grind his teeth in his sleep too.
Oh, I hate that.
So like the mixture between talking in his sleep and grinding his teeth, I was like, if you don't shut the fuck up, I'm gonna knock you out.
I hate you.
I'm gonna knock you out.
My ex used to do that, used to grind his teeth.
Ah.
Just come off.
Yeah.
I've never heard it and I never want to hear it.
It's like
Awful.
yeah.
It's like the talk.
yeah, nails on the chalkboard. That's what it
enough.
sounds like.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, no, it's not.
actually. I thought
Triggered.
it was like really like.
It's like gritty.
It's like, and then like when Tony, the balloon thing as well, like the.
Oh, we were at lunch today. One of my
That's
family
talk
friends.
to me as
There
well.
was balloons behind it because the restaurant had balloons.
Randomly just
Anyway,
grabs.
he grabs one and he's like, with the balloon. I was like, stop
Grown
it.
man, like too.
Yeah, no.
Stop it.
You're embarrassing me.
Oh Lord. Okay.
But yeah, those are probably my two top stories.
Yeah.
Coming off that, that yeah, I'll never forget.
Wow,
Mm.
that's so interesting.
Yes.
Sounds like there's a lot
Yeah.
happening in your life for the
Amount.
obviously limited amount of people that you
Yeah.
have slept with.
It's enough to turn someone off it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I was terrified of sleeping with a friend after that. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, literally. Just
Something's
give
gonna
me
happen.
your full record.
Mm.
Show me your phone, everything. I need to
Give
know.
me a trailer of what this is going to be like
Legit.
first,
Yeah.
and then I'll decide if I'm going to.
I feel like everyone has like
They do.
random stories like that. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people do. I know Cameron's got heaps of like funny stories as well that he feels the need to tell me.
I feel like once one thing happens to you, it just keeps going. Like
It's like a domino
I've
effect.
never had someone that could tell me a funny story but then stop, like then have more happen to them.
Mm.
Or you have someone that's like, no, I've never actually had a bad experience. And you're
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
What are you doing?
Yeah, so I can't think of
Who
anything.
you
else
found?
like that.
Where you find them?
Yeah.
I'm one of those people that like definitely, no matter what in life, I've always got like something random. Like I'm one of those people that all the random things happen to them.
Yeah.
It's just strange. I don't
Yeah.
know what I did to
I mean, at least
deserve
it's
it.
exciting.
Mm.
But
They should give us something
Yeah.
to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this happened to me.
A lot of things have happened to me, but not always sexual. Sorry.
okay, that's fine. It can be whatever you like, really.
I'm just one of those people.
Yeah. Okay. So, Is there anything else that you would want to tell us that you would find funny or ask us anything about anything?
Well, no, not really. I mean, like, there was the whole, like, thing that happened, the foursome thing that I did, but, like, we're not going to go into details.
Okay, can you tell us how a foursome happens?
It doesn't really. It's,
it does
two and
really?
two. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not like it kind of. I don't know. It doesn't really. You can't all.
I was gonna say how.
how does it like sexually
Because
work?
it's 2 boys and 2 girls, and at first we're all like groping each other, and it's really hot and heavy, and then you kind of like part ways.
So someone is more attracted to another person, and you kind of go that way.
I guess.
Someone goes up. That's a whole. Stick with it.
Yeah, I think it's more just. I don't know. It's whatever you're more interested in, I suppose, at that time when you're like more interested in that one person. But
Did you switch?
I didn't get the chance. I don't think. It's sort of like it started to happen, and then we realized what was happening, and then we were like, "What are we doing?" And then we kind of were like, "I don't think this is right."
Yeah.
Oh.
And then like it just felt awkward after a while. It's weird. It is
Kind of
really
just like
odd.
fizzled out.
I would prefer like a threesome. I feel like that's more inclusive.
Have you ever had a threesome?
No, I don't think so.
You've had a foursome,
You've
yeah.
had a foursome, but not a threesome.
But I would have one.
Wow.
I considered it yesterday
With who?
with the 2 of
Oh
them.
my god.
Oh, I was like, hang on.
With the 2 of them, I had one here
Oh,
and one
fair
behind
enough.
me, and I was like,
I would have killed you if you didn't.
stop it.
They
Anyway.
would have torn you in half.
Too many-
They would have.
What?
Oh my
Honestly,
gosh.
it's one too many dicks. I don't understand how you can
I don't know. I would work
Wait,
around
as
it.
in,
I
like,
don't
I would
honestly
do it
would work
with
around
another
it.
girl.
No, you just get spitted.
I can't concentrate.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm just like...
You really couldn't. You generally just be like a fucking 2 open holes, basically.
Yeah.
It's hard enough doing a 69 trying to concentrate.
Oh, I agree. Literally.
I would have just let them do whatever though.
Fair enough.
But with yesterday,
Naughty
like one of them
girl.
was like, "You can have both of us," and I was like, "Fuck, don't say that to me." I was
When
like,
and
if
where?
if I wasn't with my girls and I wasn't in the fucking city, like
I
didn't know
still
that.
shouldn't have stopped you.
yeah,
should've
the
gone, yeah.
the one that
one.
say the pink shirt, the
They
one
were
with
both
the
in
mo,
pink.
the one with the mo, the one that
It was
tried to.
both of the pinks, wasn't it?
Yeah. But he was like, "You can have both of us," and I'm like, I was too drunk at that point. I was
They
like,
were
"Bro,
so
You should
stop
have
it."
had all 3.
Oh no, one of them was yours.
But a lot of boys were yours that day. There was a selection of men.
Yeah.
Both of you, and I was like, I've never seen anything like it.
Like, actually, can I say, quite normal for you. Like, you had a lot. You had a lot yesterday.
I like to have
Security.
choices.
Yeah, so that's kind of normal. That was kind of normal for
It
you.
is
But then
normal
I
for me,
had,
it's not normal for me.
yeah, I had you go and be like, "Go get with this one," and then Kaylee was like, "Go get with this one," and I was like, "I am too drunk for this shit.
Yeah.
I am too
I was
drunk."
like, who cares? So, I just got him. I was like, so?
It was funny when we got on the boat. Everyone was like, "Oh, it's not a very good selection here today."
I have not seen those guys though. I did not
Yeah, I
see
remember
those
everyone
boys.
said-
No, they were
Right.
upstairs.
Oh.
Because on
Yeah.
one of their stories on Instagram, when like it was the beginning when we were sitting at the lounge,
Mm.
I had seen you sitting on the couch, and I was like, that was when we would first start, and they were upstairs. That's why we didn't see them.
were they now?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't remember.
yeah. But then obviously everyone.
And we all got drunk and we were like, oh well.
We thought that we were
Take
going
a
to
pic.
come back here and film this podcast yesterday.
If you heard us singing in the car, as the Uber driver did, I don't even think I said the right words at all. I couldn't even say it. I couldn't even bring it out.
If anyone has Riz and I on Instagram,
Yeah.
you would have seen our stories. Kaylee was passed out in the
And
bag.
it was out.
All 3 of us were like vibing,
It
like
was
singing.
sloppy, man.
It
It
was
was like-
sloppy.
I felt like I just could not speak. I was saying words and I was like, that's not right.
Yeah.
That's how you say that word.
That's not the lyric.
I was like, that's not it.
But we had all intentions. We were
did.
on the boat between 1:30 and 5:30, and we're gonna have a little break in between. We'll have some food. We'll film,
Yeah.
and then we'll go out to Manly afterwards.
Had the best
I think
We were too
definitely,
drunk.
it hit like 3 or 4. No, sorry, it got to 3. It
Because we were
like,
only on there for an
and I said,
hour.
oh shit, we've hit 3. And then we got to 4, and I don't even remember where we went then. Like, I think we just took a downhill
We
spiral.
went to the dance. No, we were drunk before we even got down to the dance floor.
We were on like
Yeah.
fourth. We were on 4th round by
Yeah.
then.
And
Then
then
we discovered the vodka pineapples, and then we're just like,
And then that's when we spoke to
Easy.
those Irish boys, and I think that's when it just started to.
Yeah.
Stephen Rory! Whoever the fuck you are. And then we
God,
saw
that's so
an ex
funny.
situation tip of somebody's, and that was funny. That.
Was it funny though?
God, it was funny.
Oh, it
Really
was funny.
fought you.
Fuck, it was funny. I wanted to fight him. You shouldn't have got in my way.
No fighting, good vibes only.
Good vibes are fucking good vibes only.
Get kicked off the boat.
We weren't gonna get kicked off the boat.
What are you gonna? They're gonna chuck us overboard.
Maybe. Ditch overboard.
No, they. Yeah, it was really fun.
It was good.
It was
It was
fine.
very good.
If you guys ever want a boat party,
Yeah, I mean.
sea deck.
Sea deck is good. I
It
think
was
I liked
good.
it better than Glass Island.
Yeah, I think because it was bigger
Bigger
as well, you had more space to kind of
And you don't have to pay for seating.
wrench around.
Yeah, you can actually sit down.
Glass
Yeah,
Island, get your
big
shit
tip there.
together.
Big tip.
Yep.
But they don't do shots, which was not a vibe.
Which I mean,
That's okay.
it's actually okay that they didn't because
In
we
the
ended
end,
up we
died.
we consumed a lot of alcohol
Yeah,
anyway.
so much. It was actually fun.
Because when we're on Glass Island, I purely rely on the shots,
Yeah.
and they're still $12.
It's still expensive.
They're still expensive, so we might
But
as well
we
just get a
go
full
up and
drink.
get like 10 at a time. We're always like, yeah, give us some. Go.
Yeah,
Keep it coming.
yeah.
So then we're just like literally about to fall over. 'cause
Those
the boat
shots
as
are
well.
easy. Oh,
They're bad.
Yeah, they were like not that strong tasting.
No.
They just
Yeah.
get up,
But
but they're like
neither-
half vodka.
Neither was the vodka pineapples
No, I know.
yesterday.
It
They
just
were
tasted
so
like
easy
I
that.
to
just kept
drink.
going. I was just like, oh god,
Yeah.
I can't keep doing it.
I think I don't know how much you guys spent, but Mum asked me how much we spent yesterday, or how much I spent, and I had only spent $200, and that was including Ubers. So you can imagine like
I don't remember how many rounds that we
two.
did.
I don't know.
2 rounds each maybe.
So I reckon that's like almost $1,000 between the 4 of us,
It was a bit. It was definitely a bit.
just for a couple of hours, which is funny.
It was worth it though.
I
Like,
was
Yeah,
barely
definitely
in
worth it.
potholed hard.
Yeah, we
died.
sat down, had some food, and we're like, yeah, nah, we're going home.
It was so
literally
funny. I think your eyes
died.
open, I'm like blinking like this.
I nearly ate a whole pizza, and that was it for me. I was like,
I was gonna say that would have put you in
Oh
like.
my god,
I
you
was
smashed
so
that
lost.
bitch. It's so funny.
And we're struggling with our shared pizza.
I literally
and
saw it. I was like,
oh.
oh, you guys have 2 pieces left. And I was like, oh no, you guys shared that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, jeez.
Yeah.
But we didn't eat that much during the day.
No, we had chips when we were on the boat, and that was it.
Yeah, most of them flew off anyway.
But
Yeah, I know. That was so windy.
when you were like,
You
upstairs is
ran.
open, and you ran up, Jade was like, oh, okay. I was
didn't
like,
know.
showing my face with the chips. I was like, Jade, we'll take it up there, slow
I didn't know that
down.
we could take food up there. I was like, oh, what do we do with this food?
I didn't know what you guys. I was like, are you guys coming or like?
Legit,
I
I didn't know what to
here
do.
for
We were
every-
like, can we bring that up there?
And
or-
Kate was like, yeah, no, we can take it up. And I was like, Jade, chill
I was
the
like,
fuck
oh,
out.
Oh, I didn't see that. I would love to see that.
She was
Yeah,
just like,
because I was having them. I was like, where did we
I
go?
think I just got them. I kind of stopped eating them after that. I was like, I'm gonna get
I've had enough now.
Had my intake.
Oh,
No, it was good. It was actually a really good day as well. Like the weather was so nice.
Weather
and,
was
like obviously
beautiful.
had sunscreen on, which was good.
Oh, I found some sunscreen. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
hilarious. It was funny.
Nah, it
I
was a
didn't
good
need
time.
No, it
actually
was
such a
fine.
good
We got
time.
so like soppy and emotional.
I was literally
at some
saying that
point.
to Jade this morning. I
We
was
were
like, isn't it
loving
funny
each other.
how each and every one of us, like, I said to Jade, I was like, I love you all anyway, but the minute that we get alcohol in our system, we get so fucking emotional. We're like, I love you so much, even you.
Yeah.
Like, you and I. I did the same thing with Jade. I was like, I love you so much, and then we do the same thing too. When
help
Riz gets to the point of intoxication, she's like, I love you so much, and like she gets rid of the whole like.
and I'm like, stop talking. You give people way too much in one day. You don't do
But
that.
like, Kay was the exact same too.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know what the fuck happened to her yesterday. Can I
I
just
don't know
say?
either. Did someone?
One minute she was
I
fine,
wanted
to
to
the
like-
next
I
minute
don't
she
know
was
where
like,
she
She crashed. She was like, no,
I don't think she
I'm
ate
done.
much though.
No.
I don't reckon she ate
Probably
much.
not. Probably not. She went downhill pretty quickly.
I'm like, whoa. I don't know how. I felt fine. But
I
genuinely,
was
my
fine.
head
Yeah, I
was
was
like
fine
going in
until
circles, but I
we-
was fine.
we're going home. And then I was like, oh.
I never felt sick.
I felt the tiniest bit sick on the way home. Like I was kind of like, oh,
No.
maybe I just need a shit. Like
Yeah,
that's normally the case
with.
with me. Yeah.
Yeah,
But otherwise, I was fine.
Yeah,
That's
I was
surprising
like,
for me
hang on.
because I actually had a lot more than normal.
I know. And I was still finishing your drinks for you.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know how the hell you were standing.
I was so thirsty. That's just what I was so thirsty.
That's why she downed the first one so quickly. She
Yeah,
was just like, I was so
so
thirsty.
I thought you were just ready to go. I was like, well, she's ready.
Well, that too, but I was mostly just really thirsty because it was pretty warm. Like
it was very
It was a warm day.
It was. They barely had any like
Cracking
water
day.
or anything like that either. I was literally like, where the fuck can we get water?
I
Was it
didn't
on the
even
side?
see water. I don't think. Yeah,
On
On the
Okay.
side of the
Oh,
car.
probably.
Yeah.
Not paying attention.
No, I
definitely
definitely
wasn't paying
attention.
attention.
I didn't have any water.
If I wasn't drinking something, I don't know what I was doing.
And
To
like
be honest. Stop.
me and Reese had like a little bit of a dinner.
Oh, we did. I remember that.
I was sitting like
Yeah.
I know, she was across from the other table and I was like,
Ugh.
what are they talking about?
Well-
And then Kay started talking to me and I was like, oh, I'm sure
Yeah.
I'll get filled in later.
I was
I
honestly
remember this.
just
we weren't even
saying-
too drunk then.
No.
Like, we were getting there. It was the peak where we were about to hit it. I reckon.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was like right before things got
Yeah,
messy.
literally.
I just was saying how like I have been listening to these podcasts and there's just a few things that I'm just like don't quite like understand in regards to just like other people saying things about your friendship. As in her being bad for you and stuff, and I was sort of just like, I just really wanted to say that I appreciate you and everything that you do for Brooke. You're really there for her and you want to see her happy, you know, and I can't be there all the time. And like, all that matters is Brooke's happiness, and like, I don't understand why anyone would have a problem with that.
Yeah. I mean, that was where we were like getting frustrated and everything like that, and I was like, yeah, it's difficult because like, obviously some people see it from an outside perspective, obviously, and that's fair. And if you do look at it in a way, like I have been quite a different influence on her life.
Yeah,
definitely.
and that's what I said with Jade. Like, you know, a lot of people know me as the relationship Brooke.
Yeah.
So I've always had someone, and I've always had to obviously like watch
Like a bit of an
what I do.
introverted.
Yeah. But like I've said to everyone that Riss has really brought me out of my shell and has
100%.
provided like a lot of confidence in myself,
Yeah.
which has been absolutely amazing. And people aren't used to that, and people don't like it.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, look, yes, I've been a different influence on your life. But then I'm like, you also haven't seen this grown-up person that's by herself. Like,
Yeah.
if this is who she is, that's amazing.
I
If
think-
I brought that out, that's not.
That's
any-
yeah, that's
No,
right.
no.
Because deep down, this is who she is.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just helping her.
Literally.
Yeah.
Even
Right.
then, she barely fucking listens to me anyway, so why does it matter?
Make your own decisions at the end of the day.
Exactly, which she does. But yeah, I think that was what, like, it was quite, that was an emotional thing for me, because I was like, it's hard when, you know, I've never met a lot of people that Brooke is around.
already know. Yeah.
And I'm like, all I want them to see is, like, that she's happy. And that's it.
Yeah,
Like,
that's all that matters
to me.
So
And if, like, that's not a priority, then I can't change anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm always going to be nice if someone obviously hurts her, then it's a very different story. To the guys, it's a very different story.
Yeah.
But
Totally.
when it comes to like friends and stuff like that, I am open to meeting anyone. Like, obviously, I met you, I met Ron, like everything like that. Like, and I will never have any preconceived notions on anyone. I will not make a judgment on someone.
And you're
until
really
I
good
know
like
them.
that. Like
You
you're
shouldn't
the
be
same
like
as
that.
well.
Ever.
No,
like,
you shouldn't.
You should always go in with an open mind, even if you have heard certain things or something along those lines. You have like an expectation or a judgment already in your mind. You just need to learn to put it aside and
Yeah,
like,
you
get
go
to know
in
that
there.
person.
Exactly, you go in there just a disadvantage of yourself and that other person. Because like, you know, obviously people see the side that I am with me, but like, you know, I'm a different person. Like if you actually get to know me, like
Yeah.
You can't say you
You
are.
can't just
Exactly.
judge someone.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
I bet, you know, for me it's like whatever. Like we're the happiest version of ourselves. Like,
Yeah.
and like Bee's about to go into a whole year of being by herself.
Yeah,
which is
so are
huge.
you.
Yes.
So are
It's
you.
true.
We're very close. I'm next weekend.
Next
You're
weekend.
not far off. I think.
The weekend.
Yeah, and it's Jade's birthday next weekend. We're gonna be
Exactly.
all of us are gonna be in
Spilt.
Milk in Canberra.
Lit in Canberra.
Lit in
ladies and
Canberra.
gents. So
Yeah, but anyway, Brooke and I are more like family, so it's really nice that she has like a bestie, you know, like an actual bestie that you guys just formed your friendship from nothing, just from meeting each other, and I just think that's beautiful.
Oh, we love you.
Yeah,
We
it's
love you.
beautiful.
Yeah,
It's nice.
it's good.
Oh my god, I have a question to ask.
Oh my god.
Oh god, I think it's the thing.
Oh my god, which one is it now?
Oh shit. I'm so sorry guys.
She has been preparing this. She's been preparing this question question.
Yeah,
She's
survey.
like, I am going to ask this on the podcast and I really want to just take my
I don't
own
think I know it.
notes.
I wouldn't know it then.
Go on, ask a question.
Okay, so recently it's come to my attention
I know.
that there's two
There
different people in the world.
I know it.
Two different types of people in the world.
And
Just two.
Just two very different types of people, okay? I'm not even gonna like, this is serious, okay? So,
Very serious.
I want to know.
Ask it properly.
Okay, no, I know.
She needs to word it right.
properly. Yeah. Are you the type of person, and I asked it the wrong way yesterday, but I asked this yesterday, and I said, are you the kind of person, like, how do you think ants have a scent, like, when you were young? And
The way that she asked the girls in the
Smell
Uber
ants.
yesterday was like, do you smell ants? And her face was facing out the window, and Carissa was like, no.
I can't
I
smell
was like,
ants.
What? I was like, no. I thought it's not ants. Okay, like, what?
I said to Jade, I was like, you're wording that wrong.
I meant, like, do you know that, like,
Ants have a scent.
yeah. And I know it sounds crazy, but when you were little, you used to, like, crushing it.
I feel like
It's
people are like, oh, you seem psychotic. Like, why are you killing ants? Like,
No.
if you have in
Everyone's
the kitchen
killing ants.
and like all of a sudden you have an ant
And you, like,
and you squish
squish
it, what are you
it.
gonna do with it? Just leave it? I squish an ant and then
Same.
I happen to like have my hand
And then
around
they have
my
that
face.
smell.
No, but even then, there's still a little bit of a waft that comes
Yeah,
to
you can
that
smell
it. It's
ants.
just acid smell. Like,
Yeah.
it is. And, like, obviously when Kay was, like, so confused.
She was like, what the
She's
fuck? You
one of
kill
those
ants?
people
She's the person that doesn't-
Yeah, the killer.
That can't smell the scent.
So,
Question of the day.
can you smell ants? Also, do you like coriander?
Ugh.
Does coriander taste like soap?
So, also, when you read,
We're still going.
do you like
Can you hear
your
yourself
own voice,
reading?
like reading the words in front of you? Because there's also people in the world that
They don't have that voice.
don't have the voice. And I
No.
think that's like
My ex didn't have, like, you know when you're just pondering on life, kind of just being like, oh yeah, what am I going to do today? Or like, you know, just thinking.
Yeah,
like,
just
you know,
like
having
before.
sex, yours, you know, all the time. My ex was always like, I'll be like, oh, what are you thinking? He goes, nothing. I'm like, nah, seriously? He goes, nah, dead set. Dead.
I've had a few
And I'm
like that.
What?
Like,
She was
you
like,
had
and
nothing.
I said that, I was like, do you not have anything, like, do you not have that voice? He's like, what voice? I was like, oh, I sound crazy.
do say
It's just like me talking to myself in my head.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't have
It's like that time
I
you
do.
told me to crush the ant.
Literally, I just killed this
And
ant.
smell it.
It's like, I'm gonna crush this ant and smell my finger and see what
Oh,
they
I know
smell.
that
Maybe that's it. Maybe it's the people that don't have that voice that can't spell it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I know it's really random, but I'm just very interested. I just think that's mind-blowing that there's people, because to me, I was like, isn't that normal? Like, isn't that, if I can do it, can't everyone else do it? And I just think that that's mad that
It's
There's a
crazy
lot
that
of
people
shit.
can't
Yeah,
do
it's
that.
not.
Like, yeah.
And I want to know what else is there in the world that some people
Can
like, can and can't do, you know?
And physically can't change it. Like, it's something that is just like,
So out of their
built in you.
control.
Like the whole coriander thing.
Yeah,
Like,
the
recently
coriander
learned
thing,
it's
yeah.
like an enzyme in someone's body that makes it genuinely taste like soap. To other people, it tastes like a normal herb, like, you know, like your basil, it increases taste, whatever. To other people, it's genuinely like, that is soap that I'm putting in my mouth.
Yeah,
That's
it actually
disgusting.
tastes like soap. Yeah, so I'm not one of those people. I love like herbs and flavour.
Yeah, and some people it doesn't taste like anything because it's genuinely just a herb.
It's just, yeah.
And then other people are like, how do you not like it? I'm like,
That's
do you not taste like Satan's in your mouth?
Yeah, like they literally can't handle it. So just want to know what you think.
There you go.
What do you
Leave your
thoughts?
answers down below. Let us know so Jade can get a survey.
I hope people just come back and be like, what the
fuck?
fuck? Who is this bitch?
I just
That's
genuinely-
so fucking highly. And then
She
she
wants to
comes
talk
on
about
and asks
ants.
us about fucking insects.
I'm genuinely interested in like humans and like their thought
Yeah.
processes, because a lot of things that people do don't make a lot of sense, and just trying to work it out. But yeah, I just when I came across that whole ant thing, I was like, what are you talking about?
What do you mean?
That's a thing.
Yeah.
How do you not know that?
I just thought that was normal, but anyway, it's apparently not.
Yeah,
There
I
you
mean,
go.
that's it. Come on this podcast, tune in, we'll talk about boys and how they think and about
Brushing
insects.
insects.
Yeah. Oh, and then we were talking about the Mozzie, and he was like, And you have to like, literally have to get up and turn the light on and just like chase it around the room. And like the fly
Oh, the
that
flies.
you were chasing around.
Oh god, I was
Just a bunch of gals that
conversation.
like to talk about
Talk about
insects.
insects.
Random shit. But why not? Why don't you? If you don't follow a fly around to kill it, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, with the
Especially in your household.
Oh.
Like, I would. Like,
You can hear it. Like, if I'm sitting on the couch and it's in the kitchen and it's trying to fucking buzz its way out the window, that's all I can hear. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Cameron's
Let's
a
go.
fiend for it. He'll get up on the lounge
I love
and he's
it.
like chasing it
I
around.
love
He'll
it.
even get to take his shoe off and smack it.
Yeah,
Gross.
it's me just fucking.
We just got splattered insects all around the house.
that.
That's a bit about my life.
But yeah, so thank you so much for coming on and
Thank you.
hearing us welcome in season 3.
Yes.
Which is super exciting.
Yeah, good way
You
to
guys
start.
are killing
isn't
it. Keep on keeping on.
Thank you.
That's
Thanks for
amazing.
listening all the
Thank you.
time. We really appreciate
No,
it.
Jade is one of our OGs.
Yeah, I'm a listener, not a watcher.
There we go.
I'm one of the small percentages that like to listen and not watch, but
Yeah.
I recently have watched your
Oh,
videos on
thanks.
YouTube. Yeah, I just like need to like visually see what you guys are doing too.
I feel like if you know us, it's cool to watch it as well.
Yeah,
It's
I was
not
like, I
oh,
should-
I know that.
Now that it's set up and like
Yeah.
it's all there now, I
Yeah.
can actually do it. So yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thanks for a great
Well,
weekend.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm so hungover.
We're
this
all
morning.
still alive.
Yeah, we're all still kicking on.
And just.
But next week, we're going to do a little get ready with us.
Yes.
While we're getting ready for spills.
Yeah.
We are yet to have a topic of what we talk about. So if anyone has any
Today.
suggestions, yeah, kind of like today, we kind of want like
Winging it.
chit chat. Yeah.
Sorry about
Very
hour.
sorry. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions or any topics that you want us to talk about for next week, otherwise
We'll figure some
we'll
stuff
figure something
out.
out. But otherwise, thank you, JD.
Thank
Love you
you.
so much. We'll see you next weekend.
Yeah.
And we'll speak to you all next week.
Bye.
Bye.